Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I know it's been so long since I have been on the live in the evening because now I'm a football mom and soccer mom, so I don't usually have times in the evening. And actually, I was getting ready to go to bed, but I saw a post from my cousin that just really kind of just took me all the way out. And I laughed and I laughed. I laughed about this Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A. Y'all know I like Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A. But I was laughing because he said something and it was hilarious to me. My cousin said, now y'all run into Popeyes. Y'all got the line wrapped around the building, but not even like 2 months ago, y'all been running for Popeyes because they had Hepatitis A in Aiken, South Carolina. But now that the hype is out there, now we all driving to Popeyes and we invested, because they got one singular item that is just appealing. And so we willing to forget about the hepatitis. We willing to forget about how the restaurants smell like old malt water. We're willing to forget about how sometimes the workers don't look as clean as they should. We're willing to forget about that. And we want to focus on the one thing that they might have right. And then I was just laughing. I called my cousin and everything. That right there just took me out. But I started thinking about that thing, and the Lord said, that's just like how the devil do. That is exactly what the devil does. You know he trash. You know what he gonna give you ain't good for you. You know you ain't gonna have no good customer service with Satan. You already know he just gonna mess your order up. You know Satan ain't gonna give you what you thought you was gonna get out the deal. But because he spotlight this one item, just like Popeye spotlighting this one item, we be so quick to forget about all the other trash that the devil been serving us. You know what? I started thinking about that thing. I said, now, Lord, now that will preach all by itself. I'm telling you, Popeyes, we laughing about it. And like I said, my cousin, if y'all see the post on my timeline, my cousin is a nut. Then I saw another post that told myself, 20 years down the road, we're going to see a commercial saying, if you ain't at Popeyes in 2019, you're going to have some kind of whatever. I can't even pronounce the word. And I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. And in the middle of my laughter, the Spirit came to me. He said, that's just how the devil do, Victoria. The devil just spotlight one item. You know the rest of it is garbage. You know the rest of it is garbage, but because it's hype around it, because it look good, because everybody and their mama talking about it's good, and look, like I said, just to be straight up, a certain location, like 2 months ago, y'all was running to the health department to get shots because they had hepatitis A. But now because this one item is broadcasted and promoted, we forget about our health issues. We forget about the bad customer service. We forget about that nasty smell we smell when we walk in the restaurant. No, because we getting hype. We on our way, spending up our gas money to go into Popeyes. And guess what, y'all? The devil does the same thing. He does the same thing. He spotlights one thing that all of these areas, if you fooled up with the devil like I have before, y'all know the devil ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? You already know. I don't know what my phone just did. Let me see. You already know that the devil is not out to serve you. The devil does not care about your health, spiritual health. He just out there to get what he can get from you, which is your soul. Just like right now, Popeyes know good and well. First of all, they keep running out of sandwiches and stuff. They already know they're not going to provide the service that Chick-fil-A going to serve. We already know that Satan ain't going to give us the service that God gives us. We already know that he can't provide. Now, the devil might give us one thing that feels good to our flesh. Yes, he might do that. In fact, that's how he get a lot of us. Just like Popeyes taking our money because of that one little sandwich. And the rest of that stuff is a mess. When you eat it, you got to go home and go straight to the bathroom because stuff made me clean. And we do the same thing spiritually. We see one thing that the devil presents to us as good. We see one thing that the devil says, you need to try this. We see one thing that's trending. We see one thing that's popular. And we forget all about the trash that the devil giving us. And then we want to start comparing this one little item to everything that Christ has been giving us. We want to compare one little sandwich from Popeyes to the customer service, to the cleanliness, to the low wait times, and all the freshness of the food. We want to compare that one little thing to the awe and the wonder of Chick-fil-A. Spiritually, we do the same thing. We take one thing that the devil presents to us and say, oh, this is cool. I'm just keep investing in this because this is hot right now. And you forget about all the goodness of God. You forget about everything that the Lord has done for you. You forget about how many times the Lord had to reach down and pull you out of that spiritual Popeyes restaurant. You forget about all the times that the Lord had to pump your stomach because you ingested some messed up, dirty food that the devil sent you. Like I said, I was laughing at first because the thing took me out. It was funny to me. But then the Lord started talking to me. It's the same thing. It is the same thing in the spirit. It's the same thing. Don't get hung up on that one thing that Satan can offer you that sound good at the moment. Because let me tell you, just like my little cousin said, 2 months ago they had hepatitis at the Popeyes restaurant. But today, and I called because it just took me all the way out. And I called my cousin. I said, boy, he said, Victoria, the line be wrapped around the building. Y'all, let's not forget about how Satan make us sick. Let's not forget about how he destroys us. Let's not forget that Satan come to kill, steal, and destroy. Let's not forget that every time we get invested into that, we got to go run into the Lord to heal us from stuff that we done voluntarily ingested. Like some people at a certain location at a Popeyes had to run to the health department and get hepatitis A because it wasn't clean in there. So just because somebody's spotlighting something, don't mean it's good for you. He said it best. Y'all forgot? Y'all forgot they dirty? You forgot they ain't clean? Somebody ain't washing their hands. But because they spotlighted something, oh, we gonna spend our money. Satan the same way. He ain't gonna never be clean. He ain't gonna never give you the best quality of food. He ain't gonna never give you anything that's gonna make you spiritually well. He gonna give you a temporary high. He gonna give you a temporary satisfaction. And then when all the hype is over, guess what? You gonna find out that all of that hoopla, all it did was take resources from you. All it did was take time for you. Some of us are dealing with things where the devil just putting the sparkles on it, and it's taken from us what we're supposed to be investing in Christ, what we're supposed to be giving to Christ. So not because we just have to give, but the more we invest in Christ, the more he invests in us. So why you invest in something that's gonna make you sick? I'm just saying. You know, I was laughing at first. I really was. I thought it was funny because it was true. I'm telling you, we get hyped by a little chicken sandwich from Popeyes, and y'all know how it is. Everybody done been to a Popeyes. You know what it looked like. But because one item, and like my cousin said, I for the life of me can't understand when the place it has been diagnosed with hepatitis, but we run it back because. There you go. Let's not do that in the spiritual world, y'all. Let's not, just because Satan said, oh, I got something hot for you. Oh my goodness, I got something that's going to satisfy you. This trendy, this going to make you the hot girl. This going to make you the hot boy. This going to make you popular. This going to make you famous. This going to make you feel better. This going to get you. Don't just take the trash that Satan give to you. And then Popeyes got the nerve to be comparing themselves to Chick-fil-A. You running to that garbage Satan giving to you and got the nerve to say and you were loving it and you enjoying it just like you enjoy the things of Christ. Like I said, it was funny at first. I laughed. I was hollering and screaming in the house. But let me tell you something. The Lord started speaking to me about that thing. I said, this ain't nothing but a real, parable in action. This is a real parable in action. I'm telling you. And you standing in line for garbage when the Lord can treat you so much better. So I say all of this to say this. 1, don't get caught up. Don't get enamored with a short-term happy goal, joy situation or result that Satan can offer you. Because he just he puts a little oil on the bun and got a little more flakes on the chicken. And you think it's all great because it's a little juicy. You don't know what them juices are. Hello, somebody. You know? Don't just sell out because Satan just said, oh, this is what I got for you, come. And then you know you ain't gonna get no kind of nothing. No, especially if you be eating at that Popeyes and you know well that had hepatitis. Why in the world would you go back to a place that's nasty? Why as we as believers would go back to a place with Satan that we know is nasty? Why would we do that? Why not, and I'm being a little facetious here, but why not turn and go to the place where it's clean. Go to the place where you know you're going to be treated well. Go to the place where they care about what your name is and they want to make sure they match your order. Why not do that? Go to the place that when you go to the restroom is clean and tissue and toilet paper ain't all over the floor. Okay? Spiritually, go to the one who's going to give you satisfaction. Go to the one who cares about what you need. Go to the one who cares about what you're asking for. Go to the one that, got everything you need. Go to the one who ain't going to charge you for extra sauce. Hello, somebody. Hello. I'm telling you. We laughing, and I'm telling you, I was having a good time laughing. But there's a spiritual lesson even in this Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A foolishness. It's a lesson. I'm telling you, it's a lesson. And we gotta make sure we ain't, leaving what's going to be clean to our bodies for some temporary trash that just is trending and it look good at the moment. Cause like my cousin said, you knew it wasn't clean when you went. You knew you had to go to the health department and get shots, and you were scared you had hepatitis when you went. But you forgot about that. Don't forget about the trash Satan give you. Don't forget about how he make you sick. Don't forget about how he steal your joy. Don't forget about how he tore up your family. Don't forget about how he try to rob you of your peace. Don't forget about how he try to take you away from the church. Don't forget about it. Don't forget about how he try to tell you ain't enough. Don't forget about how Satan try to depress you. Because now he got this little thing and you grinning.